Chicken, which race car driver are you picking? It's time. Next up, series action, live from Daytona International Speedway. It's me, Brandon Richard, in the booth right now by myself. But I'll be joined in moments by Drew Joie. Super excited to be here. I hope you guys enjoy tonight's festivities. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. Really appreciate it. There it is. Daytona 200, sponsored by Tunnel Parent Racing, powered by backmarker.shop. Use the promo code Affinity10 right now and save right on. Major Kathy, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Daily Parkour, thank you for the follow. Hello. Welcome. Welcome in. Hello, hello. They are doing all the things right now. Trying to get our race information. Let's go ahead and do that real quick, huh? Uh-oh. Gotta do the thing. Yep. Curses. Foiled again. Uh-oh. All of my scoring is screwed up right now? That sounds about right. Yep, I'm gonna run that. I'm gonna do that too. Thank you. It's not a Richard stream without a bunch of hiccups. Well, there we go. Okay. Boom. 76 degrees currently. That is so wrong. It's 80 laps. The thing logged. It's so wrong. 50% fuel, which is about 15 to 19 laps estimated currently for tonight's run. Put her out, redeemed in chat. Tires are not unlimited. There are 4 sets in the pits. And we have ourselves 0 fast repairs in overtime. Affinity Racing overtime 3, green, white checkers, point of no return on the last attempt. And that'll about do it for all of us here for the race information. It should be a little chilly tonight. Should be. Timothy J. Moore on the pole, watching from Sioux City. Shout out. Shout out. Get Drew in here. Let's do that. Mr. Joie. You join when ready, sir. Unmute that wonderful microphone and we'll be able to do all the things.
Oh, my mic was muted.
Of course it was. Of course it was. Drew Joie, Cup Series race winner. Monday night, dude. I figured, it only made sense to have you in the booth.
Oh, yeah. 1-for-1 on the season. Unless, you can't. But, yeah, that race was a lot of fun. I don't really know how I want it still. But yeah, I'm looking forward to have a couple friends / teammates in the race. So it should be fun, and see who in a couple months we'll move up to the Cup Series for the next season.
There you go. I'm looking forward to seeing who does. There's lots of pretty big names in this. We got Season 1 champion Magnus Anderson returns to Next Up. And he'll be in here. Let's take a look at the grid, shall we? I am showing my screen if you want to take a look at things. Timothy J. Moore, Jacob Wilkerson, your front row, Aston Rice, Jaron Valley, row 2, row 3, Tom Wetmore, Zach Zaldivar, John Steele, Ryan Miniker, Paxton, Brandon, Carlos Enriquez. Excuse me. Row 5. Going to be a lot of that this stream. I apologize already. Eric Lombard and Tristan Murphy in row 6. Row 7, Anthony Keys and Andrew Lucas. Kyle Shelton, Mike Dombrowski. Matt Frady, Tyler Dalton, Joseph McGill, Taylor Nadeau, Jake Pittengoro, Jake Eskridge. We are 55 drivers deep, by the way, in this field. Eric McFarland, Jacob Fortune, Dustin Spates, Ryan Hatch, Michael McElroy, Zach Todriff, Jesse Andraco, Kyle Purcell, Brandon Meyer, Zachary Burkness, Zachary Tyler, Gordon Fraley, the new names here, Luis Rios, Dylan Purdy, Spencer Leaf, Nathan Inman, Daniel Michael, Ryan Taft, Devin Wentworth, Jack Simbrella, Brandon Gass, Ryson Pimentel, I'm screwing that all up, Cale McClinney, Magnus Anderson, Nick Sipple, Andrew Cootie, Corey Painter, Gennaro Marino, Zachary Beekman, Tyler Freese, and Anthony Young in the biggity back. How about it? There's your grid for the first race of the season. Drew Jawah, you got yours out of the way on Monday. I'm sure you got a pick to win tonight.
You know, like I said, I have a couple friends in this race. You know, people that run Super Saturdays but I'm gonna stay away from, you know, the Dylan. Yeah, sorry, not Dylan Drawley. He's not in here. The Timothy J. Moore, Ryan Miniker. I'm gonna stay away from those. I'm gonna take someone who is really, really good at qualifying. Is always up there whenever I race against him in these plate races. I'm gonna take Jacob Wilkerson for P2.
Jacob Wilkerson in P2. Drew's pick to win. My pick to win. The Butcher, Michael McElroy.
Oh well, that's a gimme. I mean,
I have
everybody's
to.
rooting for the Mike.
I have to. He never won in his own league. Could tonight be the night? Pace car takes out a hard left-hand turn down pit road. Geico restart zone. Timothy J. Moore, Jacob Wilkerson, green flag. Next up, Daytona. We're back, baby. Season 5. I'm not going to do the baseball announcer voice the whole time either. All right. Hot dog. Remember, dollar dog night at the ballpark on Tuesdays.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I leave that for Timmy, because Timmy has that type of voice.
Mike on Saturdays.
Timmy is getting out to a pretty big gap. I mean, the bottom lane is kind of flourishing here.
Big run. The bottom lane looking real good. A great restart for the whole field as we had cars joining off of pit road. And so far, everyone's lined up, rung by rung by rung.
Yeah, Ryan Hatch was the one who came off the pit road.
Ryan Hatch.
Looks like he's going to be able to situate himself in the pack. Sorry, I'll stop cutting you off.
Oh, yeah. No. The camera kind of screwed up there. I don't know what happened. Ticker time. Bam. There it is. Get those gaps up. Welcome in Season 5, Race 1. What's up, everybody? Hello, chat. I will not be ignoring you the whole time. I am just trying to make sure I'm pushing the right buttons. Audio sounds good. I hope everything sounds good to everybody. If it doesn't, let me know. I will maybe change it.
Yeah, we got a couple of cars dropping back. Taylor Nadeau trying to, you know, just keep himself in it. I can't remember if we have a fast repair for this.
Nope.
No fast repair, thank you.
We tailored to do not have any fast repairs, but he is significantly lost pace. Taylor Nadeau there in the 97, dropping back. There's someone behind him. Not sure who that is. There we go. The whole field looking good, 2x2.
We got 2-3 cars. We got black flags on this restart. Kyler Freeze and Andrew Cooney both got black flags, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Andrew Cooney just got his black flag here, and I think there was probably a checkup on the restart. Just how this goes, especially with, you know, 53 cars in the race.
Oh man, there's 53 cars. These are less laps and more cars than we had on Monday night, and we had 7 total cautions. So hopefully next step looks to better that as we have our cameras trained to the front. But we'll take a peek here at the back as we got Jesse Andraco, Ryan Taft, Daniel Michael, and Zachary Burkness back here.
Yeah, it's pretty calm right now. I mean, like everybody's been saying, we got 80 laps. Try not to get too crazy, especially until the end of the race. We saw the same thing Monday night.
No need.
Started getting crazy.
No need for the crazy yet. We don't need it. Dombrowski currently out of the race. Not sure what happened there. Oh, it says he was out, but he is on track with Michael McElroy, Andrew Lucas there, Anthony Young, and Paxton Brandon. First name, first name. Shout out.
Looks like they're just kind of just riding currently. I mean, especially when you got, 3 pit stops to make at least. No reason to kind of get yourself involved in the pack, especially when you don't know how it races, first race of the season. Kind of just run calm with the people that you know and you can trust. And I see the same thing up front. Everybody just 2x2, and like I said, nobody making any moves. It's probably a complete 180 from Super Saturdays on what people are used to.
Oh yeah.
Because you're almost forced to take those runs.
Yeah.
But,
Green flag means go. Yeah,
exactly.
definitely on Saturdays.
That's what happens at Super Saturdays. I mean, there's no holding back, and I did the same thing there. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if everybody knows what Super Saturdays is, but it's just
say better.
it's a fun night where we have 3 to 4 races, and the Twitch chat controls the race.
Look at this
that's
guy.
What they do.
Look at
I'm
Drew Jawa doing ad reads lap 6
right?
and unprompted. I didn't give him a run sheet. I didn't give him any notes, no post-its, no nothing.
Who gave me this on the side, right?
Oh, lap car in the way here of the lead pack. That is sketchy McSketch City there. John Steele able to clear himself on the high side. We're 3 wide now. We're wrecking. That's Miniker. Miniker around. I have lost him on my relative. There he is. Green flag still in the air.
Looks like there's a little bit of lag.
Ryan Miniker going off track. We'll take
damage though.
Let's take a look here if we can get close. There's a checkup on the high side. They're 3 wide. Miniker kind of comes down, and then all hell breaks loose. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of damage there, but 1 car incident. That's unfortunate. Caution's out, as there was more to that. Let's take a gander. Know what happened here? Oh, good Lord Almighty! We're gonna go ahead and rewind all this. All right. Let's see.
There was a second wreck. I didn't see that.
And they were losing their minds here. Andraka, my cameras are losing it. I want to see who's involved in it so I can. Okay, so John Steele.
Goodness.
So the front of the pack wrecked.
Yeah, when you get a chance, look at I think it's Zach Zaldivar, I think it is. Get a chance to look at him because he went for a ride.
Okay, Miniker wrecks. We're following John Steele. We got a 3 wide run here, and then my cameras absolutely lose it, but he's flipping. Other cars involved. Can't quite tell who's Simbrilla, Zachary Tyler, Zach Zaldivar, Mike Dombrowski, and Michael McElroy able to avoid any sort of conflict there, but I mean just an absolute stack up in turn 1 as we are under caution.
I'll say it.
What a transition.
The one big winner, honestly, in that wreck is Ryan Miniker. He was right near where that wreck was happening.
Yeah, Mans was just upside down. And then all of a sudden, oh hell, hold on, my Race Labs is losing its mind. Race Labs, this is not an ad, by the way, for Race Labs. There you go. Good to go. Hopefully that little sticker gimmick will show up. Yeah, it's me, Brandon Richard, Drew Jawa. Thank you for joining me. Race winner on Monday night. Hell yeah, the livery is sick. Your #1 sponsor. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. We'll get the chat here in a minute. As we're live, pit road stops happening. Everybody coming down pit road. But yeah, Miniker was absolutely upside down and inside out. And Timothy J. Moore wins the battle off pit road. Wilkerson, Wetmore, Valley, Henriquez, your top 5. Carlos Henriquez. Let's talk about our boy here. I saw him at one point in the catch fence during practice. Didn't know if that was an omen for the evening.
Yeah,
so
it's not Daytona if you're not, going in the catch fence in practice.
If you're not leaving souvenirs up in row 18 of just bits and pieces of your car, what's the point? Did I come up or did they come down or both? My cameras lost their mind, but there was a big run. You might have come up. We'll check in and race review. I wish I had a decisive answer, but the second contact was made, my cameras went kaput. So
I can give more of a. I'm also on the session. You come up a little bit, and Todriff tries to lift for you, but he's also getting pushed by the car behind him. So I'm gonna call it more of a racing deal,
yeah,
because you didn't really come up that much, if that makes sense. So
John Steele in chat saying, replying to Sentient Trash, you disappeared in Richard's view, so we can assume it wasn't your fault. He said I like that. So we're gonna go with not an at fault for John Steele, under caution for the first time. You do feel like shit for that though? You should. It was the entire field, bud. It was the entire field. Everybody got I can't do adult shop references on Wednesdays. But shout out to your sponsor.
For you being on your side, your car doesn't look too bad, John. I mean, I would say it's about 2.5, 3 minutes of damage, but only lap 7. I feel like you can repair that thing.
Look at these cameras. These cameras just. Shout out to Fox for lending me their camera guys this Wednesday. I mean, just unbelievable views of the backstretch and all of the metal work. There's John Steele back on track in the number 22. There he is. Unfortunate racing incident there occurring, and we are under caution for the first time. Boy, oh boy, what a mess. But let's reset. Well, I think we got about 10 ticked away here out of 80. Stage break lap 25. I did not talk about that at all. All right. It was fun. Big takeaways from Monday for you, Drew, were survive, huh?
Yeah, especially early in the race, like after we got to the stage, me and Nathan, Dylan all kind of fought for it, and once we got through there, it kind of was just like kind of ride. My biggest mistake throughout that race, like throughout the whole race, and I feel like I only made one, was I went to go get water under a yellow, and I got put to the back, and while driving my way up there, I got in that wreck and got the 7 minutes of damage, and I gotta say, I was a little worried while we got to the green flag pit stops, because I didn't really think I was going to be able to repair all my damage, but we kind of got lucky with some yellows and all that stuff, and we were able to come out victorious. They kind of all wrecked behind me. I don't know if anybody watched the Parker White win in the Clash last week, but that's kind of what I felt like. So
Shout out to Parker
it
White.
was a lot of fun though.
What the hell? What the hell? Push a button. Sorry. Bat fingers. Pace car off. First caution out of the way. Let's get the heebie-jeebies. Shake him loose. Green flag back in the air. Timothy J. Moore. Nice little restart. Wilkerson able to drop down just behind him.
Speaking of Timothy J. Moore, apparently he's been black flagged via Twitch. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. That'd be hilarious.
Well, Dylan Darling might have just purchased it, so.
And Dylan Dreiling doing the Lord's work here.
Exactly. One day I would like to see maybe like a Thursday or like a Tuesday. We already have Next Up and Next Gen on Monday and Wednesday, but what if we did a league like that? Where you could black flag. I feel like there'd be a lot of beef, just because imagine you're leading.
Hey, save the suggestions for when people can't steal them. Come on now.
Hey,
come on now.
It's our thing.
No,
they
no,
still,
yeah, okay, that'll work.
It's
our thing,
guys.
guys.
Copyright strike them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. DMCA forever.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Lots of clear my throat ahead. 12 laps completed of 80 here. Affinity Racing Next Up. Follow us on social media at Race Affinity. Go to raceaffinity.com for links and schedule and so much more. Check out our Hall of Champions, our past champions. Speaking of past champions, let's go take a gander at Magnus Anderson. Let's go see if my cameras cannot freak out. There he is. Magnus Anderson, Season 1 truck winner. We only did trucks in Season 1. Here he is. Hanging out in the back, getting some fresh air, making sure that truck is breathing right. Early in this race, the one of Jaron Valley on the high side there with Shelton.
I'd like to know who has the most ever wins the next up. So I'm gonna look that up, and I'll come back to you in about a minute or two.
What's that?
Whoever has the most next up wins, because
Oh yeah, I don't know. I have a graphic here for what is it? Past winners. Here we go. Let's take a gander here. Season 1, Max Urich won. Season 2, Joshua Parent. Season 3, crew racing driver Tyler Connors. Literally was one and done. Left after that.
I was in that race.
And Season 4. Go ahead.
Oh, I was in that race.
Yeah.
Tyler Connors won. I think I led a lot of that race, and just wasn't the race for me.
Yeah. Then Nathan Inman winning last year. Pretty cool. Who's going to add their name to it? To the past winners here in Daytona. Thank you for the cute graphic comment. Good Lord. That's what I aim for, everybody. Cute graphics. Spend all day. I messaged you 3 times, Drew, and I said, does this look cute to you? And you're like, yeah, bro. It looks great.
I got you, man.
I said, no. Does it look cute?
I thought it looked cute.
Thanks,
I just
man.
didn't say it looked cute.
I appreciate you. Shout out. Shout out to Armadillos as well. Dillo in chat.
I'm just telling everybody what they want to hear. Even if I don't agree, that's not my business. I just want to, uplift people's spirits.
Perfect. Doing the Lord's work. We appreciate you. Drew Jawa, Cup Series race winner on Monday. Able to survive and sent a giant thank you basket to Andrew Tinold for helping get that win secured there on Monday.
I had a lot of... I saw the whole Andrew Tinold thing.
Yeah.
I still want to know what happened between Perrin Huggins and I think it was Jonathan Schwartz.
Yeah.
Because they had their own separate thing right after, and that's what caused everybody else to wreck. And
yeah, there was a whole mess. There was a wreck in the tri-oval and then a wreck in 3 and 4. Or coming out of 3 and 4, or in the middle of it. But it was a whole mess to see the 66 there lap car on the bottom. 16 laps ticked away. Stage break at lap 25. All kind of wrecking. Everybody was wrecking. Drew has a contract in the mail. Nice. I like it.
Thank you.
You see everybody lining up still. 2x2. Pretty calm, cool, collected. No real reason to lose their minds as everyone's pit lap 8. Fuel runs about 50% capacities, 15 to 19 laps ish. Kyle and I almost killed each other coming to the line. Sure did.
I expect this to get I would say a little bit more hectic in the next, couple minutes, couple laps. Everybody wants the stage points. We saw the same thing Monday night, where everybody started to get to racing right about this time, with like about 6-7 laps to go. Especially in these trucks, it's a little bit harder than the next gen to make these moves. So you can't wait as long, because you can't just grab somebody's right rear and slow them down. But to take a look at Michael McElroy, he's currently running in the 24th position.
Yeah. Oh, 24. Yeah.
Well, 22.
20, yeah.
I'm just going off of last lap standings.
I got you. I have this.
Yeah.
This nonsense is what's happening. Dombrowski there ahead of him. Crew Racing teammates. The only 2 on the track tonight from Crew Racing. They're hanging out together as the 5-car tries to clear himself. That stacks the whole damn field up behind him. The 4-car had to avert some nonsense there. Good Lord. That was almost real bad, man. Almost real bad. Moore, Wilkerson, Valley, Shelton still leading the pack here.
Got a lap car coming up here. They're going to go to the middle to kind of avoid that. As Tom Whitmore's sitting a little bit off of, Timothy J. Moore and Jacob
good Lord.
Bumper.
That car came right back up the track. I'm trying to find out who that is. The 72 car. Not sure who that is, but goodness. That was
our boy. That was season 1.
Oh
champion,
man, it just got
Magnus
a little.
Anderson.
It just all kind of happened so fast there.
Hearing reports that he has his like steering is kind of knocked out, so it's making it a little tough to, just vibe like that. So.
Ooh, we got lap cars galore everywhere.
That's what happens when you have a wreck this early. Just a bunch of people just kind of trying to ride to the stage so they can get more damage fixed.
Speaking of the stage,
we got 5 laps left.
Enriquez, you see there on the bottom, is making moves. Just dropped down. You can tell by his terribly painted rims. I cannot stand painted rims. If you know anything about me, I hate painted rims. So, Carlos Enriquez, I will never pick you for race winner. Speaking of picks, let's check them out. We got Michael McElroy back here. Let's see who the Jay Giles, thanks for the follow. Robbie Lynn, thank you for the follow earlier. I'm sorry. Just the Kicker, thank you for the follow. Michael McElroy, like we had said earlier, back here in 25th, right behind Dombrowski. Brian Hatch just behind him. Miniker, Lucas, Nadeau, Aston Rice. And then who the hell did you pick again?
I picked Jacob Wilkerson running P2.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like he's just going to continue to work with Timmy J more. Like I said, both Timmy and I are super close friends. We've raced with Wilkerson for probably about 2 or 3 years.
Oh, they're wrecking behind him. Purcell. The 5 car involved. Unbelievable. Oh, man, where the hell did they go? Okay, they disappeared. There we go. Goodness. Caution's out. The 31 car involved. 66 almost Marker breaks his way through everybody. Not sure who that was. You're under caution once again. Alright, so what we're going to do is try and find this wreck, homie.
Looks like Anthony Young caused that one, but I'm gonna until you get a camera on it, make sure. Oh, it's Ryan Taff went up and over, barrel rolling down turn 1.
Andrew here. From the fan cam here. Car comes down, car meets air. Lots of cars involved here. Up and over. Spinny, spin, spin. Dombrowski able to avoid contact. Several other cars involved. Corey Painter, Ryan Taft, Zachary Berkness, Andrew Cootie. Take a look and see what he had to see from his perspective. Take a look. We're on board with Andrew Cootie. Checking up, and murder death. Just gets turned, inside wall, broken tib fib. The 11 around. Cootie just, maybe some displeasure there. Maybe, possibly some displeasure. I don't know. Or he's just giving him a bump ski. I don't know. What did we have to see there, bud?
No, kind of look. It all started with, Ryan Taft on the apron there, and I don't know if Anthony Young went down to the middle to occupy the spot, but Tyler Dalton was already there, and, they ended up stacking up, and, Tyler Dalton, and I guess they kind of still got in the wreck, but Ryan Taft got the worst of it, and he was just a passenger. He was trying to wait until the stage ended to get his lap back, but Andrew Cootie definitely got punted, and I think that's why he was showing his displeasure. I know he had a spotter in the race, so.
See here once again, there's the 86. Ryan Taft here, just trying to bide his time. They all kind of bottleneck here in the trial will come into the stripe. 31 comes down, and then just death, murder. Look at that, how sturdy our camera's on board with Ryan Taft. I say that and it blinks. Hilarious. Then hold the brake, my mans. There we go. What a ride. Ryan Taft in the pits getting some damage repaired as well as the rest of the field. What a night. Oh boy. Brandon Richard, Drew Jawal, Cup Series race winner from Daytona. Daytona 250 champion. How's that sound, Drew?
Sounds pretty good. I mean, hopefully going back to back. It's a Daytona road course.
Ugh.
I'm not the best at road courses. It just depends on the layout. I'm kind of hoping we don't have to do the final chicane, but you know what? I'll learn it if we are.
I believe they are.
No, terrible day.
Yeah,
That's fine.
F's in chat.
Fine. It's fine.
F's in chat. Let's check back in with chat here. Hello, everybody. Good to see you here. As always, backmarker.shop, powering the Affinity Racing Series. Head on over to save some money right now. Orders over $100, get free shipping. Get yourself a funny sim racing t-shirt, Affinity Racing merch, and so much more over at backmarker.shop. Hashtag get better. That's how you do a damn ad read right there. Team Foster Season 5 charity partner. GiveButter.com/race affinity right now and help us raise funds for Team Foster. I do not have the read sheet for who. We're gonna get better, bud. We're gonna get way better. Race 1.
By the end of the season, we'll be perfect.
There you go. I will have a new Cup Series driver in the booth every Wednesday. I may not have the race winner. I figured, come on, it made sense.
So this is my one and only appearance, huh?
It might be, unless I drag you in the booth during a race.
Hey, I mean,
or if you start winning too much.
If you ever need a co-partner,
there you go.
And I'm available, just DM me.
Yes.
You know, just shoot me a message and I'll be here.
Perfect.
I enjoy broadcasting. I may not be the best at it, but you know what? I do appreciate that.
The best.
But I also am here. I am here, and this is going to be a one-lap dash for the stage. My informant, Dylan Dryling, has told me so. So this is going to be a pretty hectic last lap. I would not be surprised if we see 3 wide and maybe a wreck.
Yeah, buddy. And stay tuned.
So far.
I'll have the Super Saturday announcement here at the stage break, talking about what's going on Saturday. 10/9 Central right here at raceaffinity.com. Twitch.tv/raceaffinity. Ones in the chat for Valley. Put them ones up.
Hold them ones up. One finger.
Acknowledge. We are coming back to the green flag. It's going to be a dash for the stage break. Lap 25. Pace car is going to make that awkward left-hand turn there. And just list lazily to the left now. Geico restart zone. Moore, Wilkerson. Green flag. Back in the air. Here we go. Once again, 43 able to get behind the 74. They're up there on the high side. Enriquez is... This is going to get, I say tricky, but going to be nutty, I think, for a little bit.
Aaron is, dropping back. Going to try and use the momentum from the 51 to Tom Whitmore to come into the 3 and 4 for the stage. Will they make a move? Or are they just going to kind of chill and take their points? It's better to take your points instead of getting wrecked.
Say that. See Moore and Wilkerson working together. Valley coming to the stripe. I believe caution will wave, and this is the stage break. Everybody able to survive a 1-lap dash for stage break points. There we go. That was easy, right? Everybody okay?
Yeah, it's a pretty calm stage finish. That was a lot calmer than I would have expected. But Michael McGelrick finishes 15th in the stage, just misses out. One big loser I feel like on that restart was Carlos Enriquez. Went from running P4 to just missing out on the stage points in P11. But I feel like we're about to see everybody come down pit road to get their fuel and tires.
I was muted. What an odd state. Nah. That was perfect. Perfectly taken care of. Stage break right here. 80 laps total. What a mess. Static cameras. Moore, Wilkerson, Valley, Wetmore, Shelton, Murphy, Frady, Pitangoro, Purdy, and Rios. Your top 10 getting them stage perns. Next up, Daytona 200 presented by Tenlo Parent Racing. Good to have you guys with me. Drew Jawa in the booth. I am Brandon Richard. Drew, I had to have you in here, considering you won the race on Monday. I would say expertise, but I feel like you
I'm an expertise as well. I would say I'm a professional. As Timothy J. Moore, with one of the worst pit box entrances of all time.
We're doing it. We're rewinding and just going to go ahead and take a gander here. Slides in. Wall inside. Backs it on up. Gonna pull it forward. There we go. All right. Nailed it. First try, buddy.
Only lost about 15 to 20 spots.
Holy cow. Not too terrible, right?
Could have been worse.
Could have been way, way, way worse. Shake and bake. Appreciate y'all coming by, man. It's gonna be a great season. As you said earlier, Daytona Road coming up. It's gonna be fun. Here, I'll do the announcement. Super Saturday goes super indeed. The AI bots return. As we got Philly versus KC. Super Saturday, 3 super speedway races, hosted lobbies, all 60 cars. There it is. Look at that awesome graphic.
Is it going to be Saquon Barkley and Patrick Mahomes, or is it going to be like
could be
just Kansas City Chiefs and Eagles? We'll see.
It could be.
Oh, Timothy J. Moore, don't worry. I watched it happen, and I made sure that you didn't get away with that, because that was embarrassing, like you said. Gotta say that was probably one of the worst pit road entrances I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But you know what? It only goes up from there. Actually, I would call that drewing it, because I've done that a lot in my time.
Yeah, Drew is absolutely from his fair share of. I mean, how many sand barrels have you knocked over entering pit road?
I would say 0, but intentionally, I'd probably hit a couple dozen.
There you go. Okay.
You know, it's the most effective way of just blowing up your motor.
1,000%. Kitty litter in the intake really doesn't do much for the vehicular. Stage break's ending, baby. We're gonna get this race back underway, and we're gonna head toward lap 80, the finish line, and crown a winner here. Ooh. Inman, Tyler, Young, Eskridge, Wilkerson, Wetmore, Brady, Pitangoro, Enriquez, falling back several positions. Could have had a solid P4 finish there for the stage break. Unable to bring that home. So far, so good for our picks, though. Jacob Wilkerson currently P5. Mike McElroy, let me keep scrolling here. He's way back here. I don't know what he's doing. But he's 3 wide with everybody trying to make his way up. So we're going to move back to the front. Lights off on the pace car. If you haven't already, take this time to go grab yourself a beverage. Stand up, stretch. Hit that follow button just like King Eddie just did. Appreciate you. Come on in. Next up, Affinity Racing Series action. This is I use the quotations promotional league, but this is somehow some of the best racing. 2 cautions for incident on the night. Cup Series had 7. We're going to see if they can Keep her steady. Inman and Tyler, green flag waves. We're back underway after the stage break. So far, so good. Wrecking in the back. 2-car incident. Yellow back out. Oh, good Lord. They wrecking again? Nope, everyone's good.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. We're going to go ahead and take a gander here.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what I just witnessed.
Was there a race chat? Oh boy, big bump. And then McElroy dumps him. Dombrowski into the infield. My cameras just don't want to do the thing tonight. They're just not doing it.
I want to know if
What,
you know what? I've got to say, this one person is pretty lucky that your cameras didn't pick it up. Because Nick Sipple, he absolutely arc braked it. That was one of the worst ones I've seen.
I want to see this.
I can show my screen.
Hold on. Where is Blimp? Can't it just does not pick it up. I'll have highlights of all these wrecks coming out this week, but Nick Sipple kind of just destroys everybody in an arc brake. But that's why we have a review process, babe. That's why we review stuff. I apologize for what's going on. I'm not sure why it's not capturing all, because we have more than this in Super Saturday lobbies. And I show all of them. Huh. Under caution. Go figure.
Got some people pitting, some people staying out. Not a lot of people pitting.
There we go. Need to have the same. There we go. Several takers to pit road. Pittengaro's in. He's out. Inman's out. Tyler out. Shelton and Hatch in the pits. Anderson. Wow. All right. So 3 incidents for, or cautions for incident now. Not too bad. Welcome in, everyone. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. Almost got me. I mean, so close.
What was it?
Oh, yeah. It's someone who just followed 2 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
Almost.
Say, it's pretty impressive. There have been a couple people that have flipped that are still racing. That's, that at the end of the day, that's just heart.
Who are we talking to? Who are we talking about?
I mean, John has been on his side.
John who? John Steele?
John Steele's been on his side. Ryan Taft, although he's 6 laps down, he's been, he's barrel rolled a couple times. That's about it. Zach hung it up. No, Zach Zoldivar was on his side as well, and he's running 19th. So this. Oh, I see the name now. That's funny.
Whoa. Almost.
While we're on this yellow flag, I'm gonna go get some water.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Before the end of this race.
You get out of here. All right.
I'm gonna stay here.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm just saying you don't have to say it over the stream. Just disappear. Hit a smoke pellet. Watch. Show me. Let's check out the 45. Honestly, my numbers are super small. Jacob Fortune. It's the 46. Can't read. Cars getting lined up to take the green flag this time around. And these channel points are going to come in handy. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, none of the channel points actually affect these races, as this is a league race. Alex Eskridge in the 45 backmarker.shop parent machine, I do believe. Or Mike handling business on race chat. I just can't tell what he's saying. Don't know what he's saying. Number of cars involved, third incident of the evening. Yoink. Anthony Young, Jacob Wilkerson up here, leading this field, trickling down here. We've got several cars out for incident. No fast repairs for these drivers whatsoever. Let's take a gander at that weather right now. 75, 80% humidity, track temp of 78. Not too bad. Winds, I believe, out of the southwest or southeast. You know. 32 of 80 ticked away here. Get her back going. Affinity Racing Next Up Series Daytona 200 presented by Tunnel Parent Racing, brought to you by your friends at Affinity Racing. Green flag back in the air. Young and Wilkerson take off. 45 of Esker's right behind with Wetmore pushing. Hopefully everyone gets out of there safely. They see, oh, they don't. 94 wreck. Paxton Brandon around. I can never catch the damn name. Paxton Brandon around. He's on the infield right there. All right, he's gone, apparently. There's your front right now. Everyone trying to settle down. Every time I try to capture their name when they're wrecking, they're just sliding down the relative. There's no way I can actually get them to just stay there. We're trying to settle back in here. The spin caused quite the gap. The 55 of Zach Zaldivar. Carlos Enriquez up to P2. Well, he's just, second there on the high side. Pleasure having you guys here. 81 down in front of the 43 of Wilkerson. Clear. New leader, Tom Wetmore. Top line trying to get something going here. Not really happening here. Tristan Murphy leading that pack. $74 or more. They're on the high side. Definite separation in packs here. Michael McElroy there. I believe the lone crew racing driver on the track right now. Car below the yellow line. That's the 17 of Corey Painter. Slowed down. Not sure what happened with that vehicular.
All right, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Nobody's
Nobody's
like
dead.
a lot. It's a restart.
Nobody's dead. Paxton Brandon kind of spun off there, but it was a one-car incident, so no issue. Tom Wetmore currently leading Murphy there. Henriquez, McFarland, Wilkerson, Moore, Young, Zaldivar, Eskridge, and Inman, your top 10.
See if we can talk to somebody under this next caution. See what their race has been like. Just playing it ahead of time.
You can hop in and out if you need to and just be our little pit road reporter. You can absolutely do that.
I would. I don't have the perms is the issue. I can't see all the channels. Hey, we can say that for next time.
Oh, here.
Say that for next time.
Oh, hold on. There you go. No, you shouldn't. See them all.
Oh. Goated. Alright, I'll get the scoop.
Yeah, go for it. Get the skinny. Drew Jawal, man on the scene. Gonna be doing some pit road reporting. See this definitely a defined pack here, back to about, let's say, yeah, 18th. Spencer Leaf and leading the way in that Pepto-Bismol machine. That's Chevy.
About the same time as up front, see if they'll be able to catch this main pack. And at this point, I don't know if they really want to be. I mean, they're kind of controlling their own destiny. They're right. I would say they're about to catch the main pack. It's always nice to be inside the main pack in case, you know, anything goes wrong. So
Yeah.
that top lane is kind of making some movements. Seems like Tristan Murphy is currently leading it with help from Eric McFarland and Timothy J. Moore. But we haven't really seen the top lane really work this race so far. I mean, it kind of seems like it just stalls out and it can't really get enough momentum to really clear a bunch of people. But of course, as I'm saying that,
just
they're
as you
moving.
say that, Ujawara, do you need some hot sauce for the crow you're now eating? As the high side's now pulled about to the same length and now loses their momentum.
It just seems like the bottom has been just more formed throughout this race.
And that second pack is back. You see that they're all joined back together. Spencer Leaf, they're kind of in the middle. 83 of McElroy, the 44 there on the bottom. Three wide little wiggles here. Not fun to see.
On the apron. Looks like they're coming back out on the track. Let's see if they can get a couple extra spots. It's currently we only have about two stragglers just with their damage. But got a pack of about 5. Just kind of sitting about, 5-10 seconds off the pack. Just kind of riding. I don't think that was our last caution. I don't know the field window, unfortunately.
15 and 19.
15, perfect. All I gotta do is ask you, So
I have to know.
About. Oh
it's
yeah.
Funny. I have to know.
I understand. Probably about, I'd say, 2 more pit stops at the least. But it's gonna be interesting seeing if anybody can stretch it. If you're in this back part of the pack, you might be able to one-stop it, but you'd have to stretch it.
Absolutely. So. We're gonna see here last pit stops for most of the drivers. Lap 26. Green flag pit stops are gonna be definitely interesting. Hey, what do you say we crank it up?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it. Under caution. Under caution here. Sorry about that. I had some background noise. Not sure what happened, but we're gonna find out right now.
Feel like I know the culprit.
No, I go ahead and give me who do I need to yell at?
Look at your pick, Michael McElroy.
Oh boy.
Might be his first ever time, giving himself an incident point.
Oh no, he constantly does that.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
All right. Go here. Oh boy. All right, so we see the 3. All right, we're gonna watch the 3 here. Goes up. Michael fills a spot that's not really there. The butcher
gets up into his left. Just kind of gets up into his left rear. I see the move he's going for, but just comes up a little too close and spins him out. And he continues to wreck, and he might get away with just rear damage, maybe a little bit of right front damage, but this is not the end of it, unfortunately. And he gets hit again, and that's kind of like the finishing blow. That was the 66, who I believe is at least lap down. Yeah, one lap down in the DuPont machine. Um, Looks like he's got some pretty extensive damage too now, but we're gonna come back down over pit stops. People are gonna come down, get the fuel. We're pretty close to pit stops there in our green, but
Dustin Spates having a hell of a time tonight, and Ryan Taft as well involved. Elroy.
Ryan Taft has just been the bystander to all these wrecks.
Runs back into him for good measure. Unreal. Rough night. Under caution for incident for the 4th time, I believe. Not quite.
Oh no, 13 minutes of repairs for the McElroy machine.
13
minutes is a lot to come back from, and unfortunately, you're just going to be so slow on these restarts. I wouldn't say this is a day ender for the McElroy machine, but it's going to be hard to.
Might be. You let him know we got cold Dr. Peppers, and he can come up in the booth with his fire suit on if he needs to.
Hey, I'll let him know for you.
No, thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, under this yellow, I'm gonna go scope out and get the.
Drew Jawa, man on the streets, doing the Lord's work. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us tonight, doing the race and giving us your perspective after winning on Monday. Cup Series action every Monday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central, right here on RaceAffinity.com, twitch.tv/RaceAffinity. Race Affinity on all social media platforms are brought to you by backmarker.shop. Use that promo code Affinity10, and guess what? You can save 10%. Innocent Lives Foundation, hello. Welcome in. 8 minutes for whoever rammed people off the track. It's everyone. Everyone was ramming everybody. 4th incident. Cup Series had 7 on Monday. How are you? Everything is great here. We are under caution for an incident involving Michael McElroy, Dustin Spates, Ryan Taft, Jack Simbrilla. Rough goes. We're all right. Everyone's okay. 2x2 behind that pace car with the lights off. Drew made an oopsie. Oh, now I need to know. Now I need to know. Now you gotta tell me. There it is. Rev, what's up? All good? Hello. We're about to go green here after our 4th caution of the evening. Rev Dude joining us in the chat. There it is, our schedule right there for the next week. Daytona Road, 8:30. Daytona Road on Wednesday at 8:30. Monday, Wednesday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. 10 p.m., 9 Central. Super Saturdays, you know the drill. You know the deal, America. We're doing it. President Biden, please.
Green here.
Oh, we're going green. Green flag. Wetmore Wilkerson leading the pack. Which I shall watch more intently in the biggity back.
First time on the scene here as kind of the co-commentator, I would say. The first channel I went to, it might have been the wrong channel, I must say. And I was like, all right, guys, I'm over here kind of going mobile. Let me ask how your race is going. And they're like, you're in the wrong channel. This is the admin channel. And
Oh, you're
I was,
killing it. You're
I
killing
was
it.
in distraught.
Drew,
But
you're
no, then
killing it.
I went to go talk to Carlos and Paxton Brandon, and I actually learned that Paxton Brandon, who's now out of the race, is out of the race because he money shifted on the restart. Didn't take anybody else
Oh,
out, but
that's why
that
he
is his
went
day.
off to Never Never Land.
Exactly. But Carlos has had a good race. Took 4 tires and fuel, filled it up here. Currently running in P3, making that top side work. We'll see if he can help Eric clear here. As we got 2 Erics in the field.
Let's talk about Mike Dombrowski in that number 23 machine, looking real good right now. I want to say, because he was in some incidents there early on. Those are the custom numbers that he gave me to show. We're looking really good right now. P10. Michael McElroy out of the race. My pick to win, but your pick currently Jacob Wilkerson riding around P4. Highline has no help.
Yeah, he's just having a super strong, clean race, and he's been in front almost the whole race. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Zach Chodriff, who's kind of running in the mid pack, they get together, they link up, and they start to make money moves at the end of this race. Never mind, Zach Chodriff is currently 8 laps down, but
Yeah. You're killing it on the analytics right now.
hey, I don't got the fancy machinery you do.
Oh, good lord. I don't want it either. You can have it. I'm looking
Hey,
at too
maybe
much,
we'll do
clicking
a-
on too much. Lombard up to P5. Next up, newcomer. A lot of these guys coming over from Super Saturdays. And as we talked about early on in the race, not a whole lot of similarity. Just the tracks and the vehicles. Other than that, it's not so much kill or be killed so early on. We're on board with the number 5 of Eric Lombard, who was actually caught up in a little bit of that incident with Michael McElroy a few laps ago, but able to gather it back up. Topside has a little help here. Do you see the 44 there?
Yeah, I would honestly say this is probably the calmest I've seen half of this field. Because, I would say almost 80% of this field, maybe 90% of this field have run at least a Super Saturdays race. Like I said, it's always 100% at all times in Super Saturdays, and this it's been super calm for a super speedway race. So
Well, going into it, you're looking at it. Look at it from a perspective of typically we have the stage break now with 15. Lap 15 is the stage break, and then you look at now it's like we have 80 laps. We're only 30 laps for Super Saturdays. So the need to rush isn't necessarily there. So everyone, they're taking their time so far, except the Butcher claiming more bodies tonight, Michael McElroy.
Yeah, I've got to say, if they want to treat it like a Super Saturdays race, the race has just started. We got 30 laps to go coming to the line. So
Timothy J. Moore race update. Get an update, shall we? Timothy J. Moore currently in P15.
if I had to guess currently what Timothy J. Moore's strategy is, he's probably saving some gas. Said the fuel tank is about 15 to 19 laps. We look from right behind him on his rear bumper. I would say he's probably trying to stretch it. I know him, so he's definitely trying to stretch out that fuel. Probably working with the likes of Carlos and Ryan Miniker. Don't know where Brian Miniker is currently riding. I know he had some pretty extensive damage.
Miniker currently in P34.
Yeah, it's not a good day, unfortunately. Currently the last car on the lead lap. Only 30 down, as we've actually had 2 cars spin. figure out. Oh my goodness, there was a pretty hellacious crash. Go to
Devin
Aston Rice
Wentworth.
if you can.
Nice. I go to him right now. It won't let me.
Yeah, he had a ride to say the least. Just was out of the likes, so kind of just missed it as both Devin and Aston are pretty banged up, and I
And
think
what
that will
happened
be
there?
their race over.
Oh yeah, it just my cameras just lost their damn minds.
Yeah, it looks like Devin got loose there, has a little bit of damage, and then Jake, I'm not even gonna try to say his last name, in the
Goro.
yes, thank you, in the 20 kind of just has nowhere to go, runs him over, and Aston Rice is just the bystander there, and both of their races are effectively over. They have a lot of damage. But it's going to the chat. Pepper Pancakes
I knew you
underscore
were gonna
says
read it.
Timothy
I
J.
knew
Moore
you were
is
gonna read it.
blocked.
I knew you were gonna read it.
And I wouldn't say that's sadly because it's a well-known fact actually that he is washed. So not sadly.
Yeah. Timothy J. Moore, currently making his way back in P16 right now. Lap traffic on the high side here. Let's see how the field handles this. So far, safely.
I don't know if you can right now, but let's go and see how our season 1 champion is doing.
Currently linked up with. It is
Kyle Purcell.
Kyle Purcell.
Kind of just abiding his time. He is currently the first car, 1 lap down. So if he gets a well-timed yellow, he will get his 1 lap back and be back on the lead lap with a chance to kind of defend his legacy and get his first win of the season, as everybody else is fighting.
Big win right off the bat for you. Looking at 1 for 1 on the season. And I mean, sadly, our playoff system doesn't really rely on wins to get in, but it certainly does help your point standing this early. Does that kind of ease your mind going into the rest of the season? Looking at tracks like Daytona Road, Bristol Dirt, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely does. I'm pretty good when it comes to showing up every week. The only one race I'm kind of worried about, and I haven't really had a good look at the schedule yet for this day, but I'm going to Daytona 500 this year for the first time ever. Go with my father. We're going to be driving down Friday, and got that extra night Monday just in case. It always rains in Daytona and Florida, and it's always unpredictable. So maybe driving home that day could be a little iffy, but I mean, the race starts at 8 o'clock, 8:30, so. But as we see, they're passing a lap car. He's kind of drifting it on the apron, kind of see if he keeps it down there.
Oh, good lord.
He does. He gets out of harm's way, which is nice. He's probably one of the better cars that I've seen. This is just evil. Everybody take that.
Yeah. Lawnmower Sim.
Nothing wrong with that.
McFarland, 25 to go here. This is the chase for the next up. That's right. The next up championship belt is on the line. You guys keep subbing and subscribing here. We might have a championship belt. Go to backmarker.shop and you power them, they power us, powering each other. Affinity Racing. Grab yourself an Affinity Racing t-shirt right now. Affinity 10 is the code. And they have sales a lot. Here come some pit road. Nope. Almost said pit road race lap. Mike and McElroy. Yeah, I'm so used to it. Able to stay out of the way.
On their own speed.
You want to talk about how good looking that paint scheme was. Was a good looking.
Got a little bit of left front damage. You can't really see.
You got wheel damage, driver. Able to keep it off of the field.
Let me tell you, that's all I heard for about 40 laps in the 500 is especially after I got my damage, is that you've got wheel damage, but the damage was all repairable, so.
Yeah, you got wheel damage. That shirt is also available at backmarker.shop.
I was hearing possibly there might be a Georgia Wall T-shirt for winning the 250? Question mark? Question mark? Promotion?
No, period, exclamation point, end paragraph,
Terrible day.
send.
Terrible day. Thought I'd try my luck.
Yeah,
Maybe next year.
Mitch Kabuski, come on in. Thank you for the follow. If you guys haven't already, hit that follow button. Appreciate you. Backmarker.shop is the place to go to get all of your awesome sim racing gear, affinity racing gear, so much more. New stuff added very shortly. I do know that. I know summer and spring is coming. It was 80 degrees in Louisiana today. Lots of movement in the top 10. Tons. Michael, Frady, Andraco, Dombrowski, Matt Frady, season 3 or season 4 champion. Sorry. Move the gyro. Yeah.
Biden this time.
Matt Frady, season 4 champ. Survived all odds. That makes him a 2-time Next Up champion. Joining Nick Miller as the only 2-time champion in Affinity Racing history. Lap car still causing a little bit of chaos. We're 3 wide back here for 57th or whatever. Not sure what they're doing.
Last year?
Matt. Nick did.
Oh, Nick did in the Cup Series?
Yep.
Oh, we're about to have a
wreck. Boy, we got people coming to pit road or they're wrecking. I'm not sure. 34 able to make it on there. Luis Rios. 44 wrecking. Yep. Pimentel, yep. Pimentel wrecking. Entering pit road as we're going to try and get a better look at this. As they come flying off of turn 4 here. Take a gander here. You're going to see them shoot down. And then, who the hell was that? Jesse Andraco with the move of the century. Good Lord Almighty. His service is completed. They're going to get back together, but a lot of cars not going right now. And here comes the rest of the field.
We got a lone Timothy J. Moore. As I said, he's saving some fuel. And honestly, if I'm him, I know it kind of stinks being on your lonesome, but if he can get in and out fast enough, he might be able to kind of leash off a pack. But currently what I'm seeing right now is that he has the most gas out of everybody left. And that's what I was mentioning to you earlier, is that it comes down to how much gas you have. And if we go green at the end here,
Ooh.
I would not be surprised if Timothy J. Moore completes the sweep, the same thing that I did on Monday.
Timothy J. Moore still on track. Tristan Murphy, he did not come with the rest of the field.
But Tristan Murphy and Timothy J. Moore come down and hit there this time by.
Jacob Wilkerson, and I believe that's Zach Zaldivar behind him. Michael McElroy, Eric McFarland, Eric Lombard. All able to gather back up. This should be your lead pack. Once they come back around to the stripe, Timothy J. Moore and Tristan Murphy are down pit road. A big wreck was missed by the... If you're not mistaken, no, you weren't mistaken. There were lots of wrecks missed by the cameras tonight. It will not load. It just keeps throwing me to a scenic camera. Like glitching out because it's too much. Considering we usually have way more cars than this. Timothy J. Moore will be passed by this lead pack, but he will be able to hopefully catch the pack as they are pulling away from him there. Enriquez in 6th. Timothy J. Moore currently 7th, scored 7th. Tristan Murphy's going to try and get the bumper of him. Brandon Gass, Tom Wetmore, Mike Dombrowski, and Jaron Vallon back here. Nadeau, Daniel Michael, Nathan Inman, Pittengoro, Spencer Leaf, Jesse Andraco. Put the house on Andraco. You got it. You guys are racing 2x2 back here. Probably not. McFarland and Eating. Go ahead.
Moore. Sorry.
No, you.
Jay Moore. He caught the lead draft, and I would honestly say that this second pack they are flying. I think this first pack has realized they're in a tough spot compared to Timothy J. Moore, and they have parked the bus.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Maybe that lap or two of gas is going to help here, because I do believe there may need to be one more stop. Or what was? Have you gathered any information on how long these runs have been?
according to my calculations,
Mm-hmm.
that last run was just about 15 laps, maybe 16. So, sorry, no. Did I not do that?
So these drivers
so
are thinking
19 laps there.
they went 19 there. So some of these drivers are going to have to. Oh, they're getting racy here with 17 to go. Oh, I'm having such a hard time right now. Oh, they're wrecking. Inman saves it. No caution, as there shouldn't be. Single car incident. Everyone avoids contact. Inman there was sideways. Goodness.
I feel like the one big loser from here, I think it might be Timothy J. Moore. I think he's going to end up losing the draft, which is everything he can't have if he wants to make it to the end.
Inman turned off the nose. 37. Oops. Lead pack's still rocking here. Wetmore, Dombrowski, Tom Wetmore. Newcomer to next up, Dombrowski. Newcomer to next up, Nadeau. I believe he's been here.
I would go ahead and say that the cars that are in this lead pack, I would say they're kind of just they've accepted it really, and that they're not going to make it, and that it's just time to go. So it's going to make it even harder for these guys that are trying to save fuel. Because if this was personally me, I would go ahead and pit as soon as you can, really, and force those guys who can't make it to pit, or trying to make it to pit. So
definitely going to have one more stop, maybe, unless they can somehow save. Unless jump around and see if anyone's good. I think that's what you would. I think that's probably be perfect right now. With 15 to go, I would check and see how everyone would be doing as far as making it or not.
Sir, yes, sir. I'll be right back.
All right, my man. Through Jawa, man on the streets. Dombrowski then the 23 backmarker Toyota, trying to make his way to the front here. Crew Racing. Ty Schoening winning the duels last week. One of the duels. 51 of Tom Wetmore pushing Jaron Valley here, the 95. What? Is that the wrong number? Was that a lap car? Lap car. New season, new paints, new names. I'll get used to them. To go here.
All right, so I've got some news. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
So first off, I went to Jake I can't say his name. Gosh, thank you. And his team, nobody can make it from there. They're about too short. They tried backing up the pack to see if they could. Cannot make it. They are racing it out from here. On the contrary, in the Team OCM camp, both Tristan Murphy and Timothy J. Moore, they pitted one lap after everybody. And while they had to push a little bit more than they like to, getting back up to this main pack, they are the best out of everybody, and they both believe that they can make it if this race goes green. That's been your in-race report from the Drew Jawa camp. Um, but it's going to be interesting to see if Timothy J. Moore and Tristan Murphy can make it here and fight him on himself as soon as everybody else bids.
There you go. Valley Dombrowski currently on the bottom there. Wetmore on the high side.
Now there's
Farland
only one.
making his way. Lombard as well.
There's one thing that could really mess up this strategy, and that is if these people, they come together, they kind of realize that both Timothy J. Moore and Tristan Murphy are saving, and they decide to pit early. At that point, I feel like Timmy and Tristan's, their hands are forced, and they have to pit as well, because they're not going to be able to save enough fuel just by themselves, because the next pack that's behind them is about 10 seconds, and they might be able to save it, but that's a lot to ask with no draft. So
this lead pack, McFarland making a move here, using these lap cars as a pick, as everyone kind of slowed down to avoid him and line up in a single file line. Dombrowski gets finished off. They're wrecking behind him. Caution is out. I saw it happen live. Dombrowski gets finished off there. Daniel Michael. Oh boy. Yep. Let's go ahead and see how that all came to be. Let's see what happened here. Is the 5 just maybe a little bit of net code, but then from there the 51 murders. Oh boy, let's take a look at that.
Yeah,
It all start to happen there. Everyone checks up, trying to get past or move, and there it is. There is your strategy screwer upper moment of the night, brought to you by Doritos.
Yeah, it's unfortunate net code, and then just people checking up, people not checking up as much, and that's kind of how these wrecks go. Unfortunately, is if not everybody's on the same page, then it ends up causing a big wreck. But
Super Speedway Racing, dog. Super Speedway Racing.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
My race pick of Wilkerson gets a little bit of rear damage, but not too bad. Nothing that can't be repaired. It looks like he actually got a little bit more than rear damage. Maybe got a little bit of right front. Who knows? So a lot of the field's going to pit here. Timothy J. Moore told me he was going to stay out, and he doesn't lie. He takes over the race lead. Him and Tristan Murphy are probably going to try and save a lot of gas here under this yellow. But what will hurt them is if we get GWC. So I would look out for Tristan Murphy and Timothy J. Moore just in case we get some GWCs. But
we got 3 attempts, and the last one is the point of no return. Hello once again, Affinity Racing Next Up Series Daytona 200. Here we are, powered by backmarker.shop, presented by Kendall Parent Racing. Appreciate them sponsoring our first race of the season. Is there a race too? Oh, Jesus, bushy. No. We are heading toward what could be the final restart of the race. 8 laps to go. 5th caution for incident tonight. The 6th being stage break at lap 25. I am Brandon Richard, joined by Drew Jawa, Cup Series Race 1 winner at Daytona on Monday night. Daytona 250 champion. Leading the points. How about you?
Kind of see how many laps. Seems like we'll be going green with 6 to go.
7.
7.
Oh yeah, 6. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I love the lights right on the pace car already. Crew is officially out of the race. Crew racing is done for. Could be for the season because they are in financial shambles after the duels and trying to take no liability for the actions of Michael McElroy. Become a couple drivers down pit road just to get some splash of fuel, maybe some damage, all worked out. Join us on Monday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. We'll be doing Cup Series Daytona Road. Mike and I handling the business. Wednesday night Daytona Road for Next Up. 8:30, 7:30 Central right here. Super Saturdays, and let's show that beautiful logo again. Boom. Super Saturdays this week. AI drivers return. Philly and Kansas City. Super Saturday football themed edition. Hut. I gotta find something else to do. Super Saturdays, 10-9 Central right here. Race Affinity.
You know, I have a little segment for you for the rest of the season. I mean, we could start it this season.
Better hurry up.
It should be Richard versus the Cup Series driver. Like, you know, whoever's driver finishes better. So like your pick was McElroy, mine was Wilkerson. Wilkerson's gonna finish better because Michael McElroy's out.
Yeah.
1-0 for the Cup Series drivers.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so in the pick'em,
exactly.
You're currently the Cup Series drivers are 1-0 versus Richard, but the night is young, my friend, and we've got 6 laps to go. When we go back green, Timothy J. Moore gonna bring us back around. Tristan Murphy on his outside, Jaron Valley, Eric Lombard, Taylor Nadeau, your top 5.
Caution number 6, only 5 for incident. So still doing better than the Cup Series, but still have 3 total GWCs. So
getting close though. I'm not liking that. Pace car is gonna go ahead and head on back to the snack bar. Murphy and Moore bringing us back around to the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Six laps to go. It might be time for what some people would call just madness. We're going to try and keep as much of an eye on the entire field as we possibly can.
99 and the 1 seem to be working pretty well together as it is just flooded with Super Saturdays drivers. It's Tom Whitmore trying to work with his right rear damage. John Steele, who was on his side at lap 7, currently running P9 with a pretty outstanding comeback. I mean, his nose was pretty punched in, and he's putting himself in a spot to win. So Timothy J. Moore still leading. Tristan Murphy and him currently kind of controlling this race. Curious to see if there's going to be a third line develop. We haven't seen it all night, but what's better than 5 laps to go?
Well, when we have seen a third row develop, it's been in between the 2 lines, and a wreck has resulted from that. Moore and Lombard still tied up together on the bottom. Nadeau right behind him. The 55 of Zaldivar as well. The 99 of Murphy, and they're wrecking.
And
they're wrecking tons. And still, who the hell was that?
So, I was watching that live.
Yeah.
And what if I say it was perfect timing. Someone was going through the middle.
I want to see this.
Force the wreck.
I
promise you, I watched it happen live.
The 3 car just absolutely annihilates everybody. Spates with the ARCA break of the year. Holy cow. And you had a rough night, homie, but dang. Alright. I want to see this. I want to see...
I'm gonna start with Jones.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, let's see here. And just madness. New car and Dustin Spades just absolutely kills everybody else. I mean, just everybody involved. Take a look here. Good Lord. Green, white, checkered it is. You're one of the best. You got us. Boy, that was a whole mess. Race review is going to be a blast tonight.
I would be careful for the arc brakes because I think there's been too many to count on one hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's just murder in the air.
I guess you could say there was murder on their minds.
McFarlane able to I believe we're live. Here we go. Boy. I wonder how bad race chat's been tonight. We need reform in Next Up. Race 1, Season 5, Growing Pains. I'm looking forward to reviewing the race. Sure. But definitely some there's some definite room for improvement here, and oh yeah, I'm sure Mike had to wrangle him in a bit. I heard the words race chat a couple of times very faintly in the back of my ears here, so we're not that type of series, baby. Nope.
You know, I would say it's a pretty calm Next Up race. I mean, it's had its moments.
Oh, we're gonna, yeah, the pay window's open. Brandon Gas fans are making noise in the chat. Nope, just a hot shot driver want to go through. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Drew Jawal, calm. Yeah, Mike begs to differ there, homeboy. Pulling Tristan Murphy.
More calm than the race that I experienced on Monday. Currently got 18 cars left on the lead lap, 18 cars shot for the win, at least on this first GWC. We'll see if we lose a couple or gain a couple. I think DJ Moore, who I would say has dominated the race tonight. I don't use that term very much, but him and Jacob Wilkerson have kind of been the class of the field.
Tom Wetmore as well up there quite a bit. Made his way back up to 8th after being involved in an incident earlier. Lombard up to 2nd and had been involved in a couple of incidents. Gas up to 6th. Boy, we're going to have ourselves a finish here. I'm so disappointed that money shifted. Shout out to Paxton Brandon.
I don't know. Maybe just, put it in the right gear next time. Sorry.
Yeah, hashtag get better. There you go. Insert backmarker.shop ad. Stay tuned for post-race. We're going to be talking to a couple of drivers afterwards. Obviously, the winner of the race. Maybe the top 3. I don't know. We'll see. But then we're going to get you to a raid. Remember, 250 free channel points when you participate in the raid. You can use those on Super Saturdays, 10/9 Central. On Saturday night, Michael McElroy going to be dragging 60 cars around all these super speedways. So we're going to go ahead and kill the music. That pace car is going to go ahead and radio to tower that we got a clean track. We're ready to go green here. Cars below the yellow line, trying to save some semblance of gas. I'm guessing. Some people came in and topped off. Some people did not. We're going to find out what's what here. Timothy J. Moore, Eric LeBombard, green flag back in the air. First green-white checkered attempt of the evening. We got 3 of them. I'd rather not use all of them.
Good restart for the bottom line. Tim J. Moore and Tristan Murphy squared up already. Top sign is just really non-existent. As the bottom lane is gonna really excel here. 5 cars, now 6 clear of the top lane. Nobody's gonna jump up just yet. As we see the one of Yarren Valley jump up. Help from Brandon Gas. Through 3 and 4. Still no top side really developed yet. We'll see if Eric Lombard jumps up in front. But top 3 stayed on the bottom as we're going to come to the 1 to go. Sponsored by backmarker.shop. I don't know if it's actually sponsored, but it is now.
Attaboy, Timothy J. Moore leading there on the bottom. Yarren Valley in the one on the high side. The 92 white flag is in the air. Race is official. Bumping, banging. Let's see what we got here. Blimp cam, intertrative blimp cam. Nadeau bumped out of the way by Wetmore and 43 car. A little bit of contact. Incidental at least. 74 car, Timothy J. Moore just ahead. Murphy pushing him. Lombard behind in the 5. Yarren Valley trying to side suck his way back to him. 74 getting pushed by the 90. And they're wrecking. Timothy J. Moore takes it here at Daytona.
Great strategy call by him and Tristan Murphy. Both stayed out. Finished 1-2. Yarren Valley with an outstanding run tonight in P3, the dual winner. And Eric Lombard comes home P4. And Brandon Gas rounds out your top 5.
Go.
Well, what an outstanding race. Super clean race to the end. I mean...
Yeah, the Lombard there at the end, I don't know what the need was to lean or whatever, but whatever. Who cares? First race, get all this garbage out of your system, guys, because we expect more for sure. Timothy J. Moore winning it here tonight. Drew, we appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, my man.
Yes, sir. It's fun to be up here. Hopefully
Absolutely.
we'll be up here for at least another race. Might race a couple. We'll see.
Yes, sir. We'll talk soon, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Later, buddy. Timothy J. Moore, race winner. Going to do some burnouts here for us. Race number 1 in the books. Thank goodness. Woo. Let's get to it real quick. We'll go ahead and start with P3, Yarren Valley. Yarren Valley, let's get you in here, buddy. What's going on, man? Congratulations, P3 tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a blast. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, a lot of madness there toward the end.
Yeah, I really thought I had that one coming to the line there, and I think I got hooked or something like that. I have no idea, but definitely a ton of fun. I know in the duels I was pretty quick there, and qualifying not so much, but I had some great teammates backing me up, man. It was a lot of fun. Couldn't have asked for a better group. I know in the back it was a little bit shaky, but up front was a blast.
A lot of fun here. You see there on the high side getting shoved. I just think McFarland started to lean a little on the high side, tried to push it 3 wide. The 99 came up, and you got pinched there. But, dude, P3 finish. Daytona survived Daytona.
We got it. Hey, I couldn't do it without the guys at TPR. Man, Alex and I, we were working ourselves through the field halfway through the race. We just had a different fuel strategy, which was good. Anthony was kind of on his own halfway through the things, but he was definitely helping out. And at the very end, I got to thank Zach. He pushed me to the front there at the end and couldn't do it without him. Shout out Andrew for the for the team owner, and Radical Race Gear, big sponsor on board. Those guys are awesome. Get yourselves some fire suits, gloves, helmet, canopies, you name it. Great guys. Butch is awesome. And thanks for the broadcast, guys. Appreciate it. Excited for next up this year. And of course, thank you to my coworkers who were watching, Bailey, Jordan, and Keegan. That was awesome. And if my parents are watching too, thank you guys. So all in all, P3, happy. Sorry I was rambling on a little bit. Congrats to Tim. Congrats to Tristan, P2. And I'm stoked.
Garen Valley P3 tonight, buddy. Let's go, man. Have a great season. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brandon.
Later, buddy. P3, Garen Valley, and now P2, Tristan Murphy. Strategy was the name of the game here tonight, buddy. And able to help Timothy there toward the end. Tell us what you saw. Tell us what you felt there toward the end.
Honestly, it wasn't much. Me and Timmy were talking all race. He helped me with strategy. I want to stay loyal to him, push him to the win. That's about it. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, you enjoyed it though?
Oh yeah, had some real great racing.
Awesome, dude. I'm really
Looking
excited.
forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, dude. Daytona Road next week. What's your thoughts on that?
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, experience?
Did a test session like last week, but I'll take second for my race debut.
Brother, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me some shout outs real quick.
I mean, first of all, congrats to Timmy. Shout out to Affinity Racing. Shout out to backmarker.shop. Shout out to Tim Hortons, our main sponsor.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, my friend. P2 finished tonight. We're looking forward to seeing you next week.
See ya then.
Later, buddy. Timothy J. Moore. Let's get him in here. Race winner.
Oh.
There he is. Timothy J. Moore.
Hello. I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of coughs right now. I'm sick.
My guy is celebrating the best way he possibly can, brother. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations, brother. I know. Dude, congratulations. TJM P1. Come on.
Yeah, I led a lot of laps early, and I'm a little bit frustrated that not the last caution, but the caution came out because, man, we had the fuel strategy down.
What a strategy. Absolutely. Yeah, Drew and I were talking about that for the majority after the last pit stops before that caution. We're like, you guys are probably the only ones that can make it.
Yeah, we were right on that line. I mean, Tristan did a really, I would say, good job. I was actually surprised because he was like 3 seconds behind me. But to be honest with you, I mean, looking back at it, the caution probably should have came out. Somebody in front of me pit from the third line, which is like a oh goodness, who used to drive the 00 a few years ago?
Oh, I saw it. No, I saw it.
Quinn Half, thank you. It was a very Half-like move.
Yeah.
And he got turned and everybody kind of whatever, and there was right down the front stretch. And I ended up going that whole lap after without any draft. So we kind of got lucky that everybody opted when they came out of pit road to save right away, and I was able to get back in the main pack. But I mean, it was a good fun race up in the front. You know, it stinks that guys like Wilkerson and stuff got it tangled up early. I felt Wilkerson was a really good pusher, and really knew how to manage. And I think, honestly, to be honest with you, it was because of his ability to push at the start of the race, and kind of battle around with Jaron, who was working the high side, that I knew that the bottom was going to be, you know, the lane to be. But Tristan and I run the same cycle, and, you know, I got to give a lot of credit to him. Dylan was coaching him up throughout the whole end, you know, hey, just keep it straight and do, and so on and so forth. And I can't say enough, you know, he was loyal to me on the strategy. He was loyal to me from start to finish. And the fact that we were able to put it on 1-2, I'm proud of. Considering all the circumstances in this race where we led early and miserably failed my pit stop, Drew.
Oh, we saw. We pointed it out. We saw it. We actually rewound and then watched it again.
Yeah, well, you see, Drew, that's how you finish a race.
Oh, there it is.
Crashing 3 separate times in the tri-oval.
There it is. Brother man, TJM, give me some shout outs real quick before we let you go.
Well, thank y'all in the booth. This is the first time I guess you could say I'm in the PG version of the booth in a little bit.
Yeah,
For
buddy.
those that don't know, I made a joke in my free agency. This is my first race I've been back in the league since I've been banned.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm 1 for 1, so that's cool. But
Yeah. Quit now, and you
know,
won't get yourself into any more trouble.
we'll see. But
There you go.
I also made a mistake. I had to tell McElroy. I actually technically signed with Tristan's team earlier in the day. I never told anybody because I was busy.
There
So
you go.
technically we finished 1-2 today, but you know,
Congratulations, though. That works out, huh?
Yeah.
1-2 for a team that didn't even have an announcement made. How about that?
And
Trek.
dude, I guess
Thank you.
do it from the polls pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it's again, shout out to Tristan for doing a good job. Shout out to Wilkerson is too. Like we're not even teammates, and he always races me so great up in the front. And I mean everybody else. I mean this is a great community. I've told McElroy since day one. This isn't just a league. This is a family, and come out there and have fun. I may say some harsh things on Super Saturdays and so on, but it's all out of love. And
There you go.
I
Tough love.
wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So maybe one day we'll go Cup Series racing, but it's kind of fun to race the variety of the cars next up. So I look forward to the Daytona Road Course next week.
Yes, sir.
I stink at road course racing, but maybe we can do some good stuff there. It'll be fun. I love going to it. Is it the regular or is it the NASCAR road course? Do you know?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I hope
Together.
it's not the NASCAR road course
We're
because
gonna
that
find
takes
out together.
pulling out of Daytona away, man.
No, you're screwed. TJM, race winner. Congratulations, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
That a boy.
Thank you.
I have to get a raid together. Oh, goodness. Timothy J. Moore, race winner. Trek coming in with the raid. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Pull that up real quick. Check out the results. None of the information is loaded into here. I don't know why it says privateer. I did the whole thing and it still says privateer. All of you are privateers. Congratulations, my little Mouseketeers. Good job. Moore, Murphy, Valley, La Bombard, Gas, your top 5. Nadu, Zaldivar, Wilkerson, Wetmore, and Frady, top 10 finish tonight. That's not too bad. Inman, Young, Andraco, Michael, Purcell, McFarland, Fortune, Pimentel, your first driver a lap down. Eskridge, Leaf 2 laps down. Anderson as well. Miniker and Painter, Shelton 3 laps down. 5 laps down, we got Rios and Pintagoro, John Steele, 5 laps down. 6 laps down, tons, you see them all, man. -9, +10. Stephen McElroy finishing P40. Tyler Dalton back here. Anthony Keys apparently had some issues with connectivity. Don't know why it says privateer. I have all that information updated and it doesn't show up. So I'm blaming this. Gonna try and get a raid together real quick. If Mike doesn't have one, I'm just gonna grab one. Once again, thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. I appreciate all of the hangs tonight. Also, for Drew Jawah, appreciate him hanging out tonight. A lot of fun. Let's go see our buddy Trav. Let's go see him. Guys, we'll see you next week. Monday, Wednesday, on Saturday. We'll see you. Goodbye.